Okay, you see the number line over here, right? It's very important. We always need to find out where is the zero. The number to the right of the zero, the fraction is always positive. So you can see this one is a half. Add another half to the right becomes 1. Plus half again is 1.5. Plus another half is 2. When you move to the left, the fraction is getting smaller, meaning that the negative 2 is smaller than negative 1.5. Negative 1.5 is smaller than negative 1. Negative 1 is smaller than negative half. How to represent the fraction on a number line is very easy. You don't have to worry on how to represent it. You just draw a number line like this, start with 0 in the middle. And then you got to know the uniform scale for the fraction. For example, if I want to represent using the fraction of 3 parts, okay, this is 1/3. So if I'm going to represent it on a number line, 1/3 is right here, followed by 2/3. We can call it 2/3, and then 3/3. 3/3 is a 1. So, yes, very good. You understand it. And then when I move to the left, we will have negative fraction. So the first negative fraction that we are going to have here is negative 1/3. Going to the left again, this is negative 2/3. And this one is negative 3/3, which is also equal to negative 1. Are you clear, class?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. We move forward.
Yes.
We move forward.
Yes.
Okay. This is the example in your textbook. Example 9. I make it bigger so that you can see. Without looking at the answer, don't look at this answer first. Represent the following fractions on a number line. So you have to look at the fraction carefully. Okay, I move it to the right because I already crop it out. We do it together. This is the one. Okay. When they ask you to represent the fraction using a number line, first thing what you need to do is you got to observe the denominator. Hopefully you still remember what is numerator and denominator. Do you know what is numerator? Numerator dalam bahasa Melayu adalah pengangka. For example, I have 1/2. Which one is the numerator? Winnie, no Winnie. No Winnie, are you there? No Winnie binti Halui.
Yes.
Okay, Winnie, which one is the numerator for this fraction?
1.
Yes, very good. This is the numerator. What do we call this? We call this denominator. Okay, hopefully you know all this, huh? So when we have to represent the fractions using a number line, who is turning on? We need to mute your mic. You mute your mic, so that the rest can listen to me. Okay, thank you. Now, first thing, when you are going to represent it on a number line, you need to change the numerator to the same number. Okay, the biggest number that we have over here is 4. So we are going to change the 1/2 to the same numerator as the denominator of 4. 1/2 is 2/4. Hopefully you already know how to change this. Huh? And then for this one, is equal to negative 2/4. After that, we can compare already. So I rub this off so that you can clear up your mind. This is quite messy. Okay, so this is 1/4. Like just now we have found out. This is negative 2/4. Then we can draw the number line already. You start drawing the number line with a ruler. You have to do all this when you come back to school. Okay, this is my number line over here. I'm going to make it smaller. Okay, this one. Usually, I'll start with 0 in the middle, but now we have to observe the number that we have, the fraction that we have. 1/4 is positive. Sorry, this is 2/4. 1 over 4 positive, and then the other two we have negative. So I'm going to start the 0 in the middle. Okay, because this number is positive, 1 over 4, we start first. This is 1 over 4. This is 2 over 4. Okay, we already include 1, 2. And then we still have this one, represent a negative 2 over 4. This is negative 3 over 4. So this is negative 1 over 4. This is negative 2 over 4. So I write down first temporarily. This one, negative 3 over 4. Okay, this one done. Now, we refer back to the question. If we look at the question, we haven't filled this in yet, this one and also this one, because we substitute it using 2 over 4 and negative 2 over 4 here. So we cannot put this number because you didn't answer the question. I'm going to rub this off and then replace it with the one given in the question, which is 1 over 2 here. Okay, so this is a 1 over 2. And then for this one, I'm going to replace it with this.
Negative 1 over 2.
Very good. This is negative 1 over 2. So you all understand the calculation, we are not going to use the calculation to represent the number on the number line, but then we have to use the one that is given in the question. So we check again after you have done the number line, you check one by one. 1 over 2, do we have it? Yes, we have it. 1 over 4, do we have it? Yes. Negative 3 over 4, yes. Negative 1 over 4, 1 over 2, yes. Only then your number line is complete. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We move forward. Yeah, good. We move forward to the next one. How do you compare and arrange positive and negative fractions in order? Okay, you can look at the description over here. The values of 2 or more fractions can be compared by equating the denominator first, like what we did just now. We equate the denominator of 2 becomes 2 over 4. You make it the same just now, okay? Subsequently, the fractions can be arranged in ascending order or descending order. I hope you still remember this. Ascending order means it's getting increasing or decreasing. Let me find somebody again. Chelsea, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Chelsea, can you tell me whether the ascending order is increasing or decreasing? Chelsea? Chelsea? Increasing or decreasing? Not there? Yeah, Chelsea? Let me see. Are you? Chelsea.
Increasing?
Yes, you are right. Increasing, meaning that the number is getting bigger. It's like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting increased. Whereby for decreasing, it's getting smaller. For example, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, and so on. The number is getting smaller. Okay, now we look at example 10. Compare and arrange the following fractions in ascending order. So if you look at the fraction that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fractions. We need to arrange it in ascending order, meaning that the number is increasing. So if it's increasing, you have to look for the smallest number first. Smallest number must have negative sign. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay? If you can imagine it on a number line, can you tell me which one is the smallest one? If you can. I don't think you can yet, right? So we have to change it to the same denominator as this one. You can see this is an add. This one add, this one also add. So we change to the same denominator. After we change, it becomes, this will be negative 6 over 8. Whereby this is, because this is a mixed number, when you change, it becomes negative 5 over 4. change again, it is negative 10 over 8. Okay, or I can write it down as negative 1, 2 over 8 is the same thing. So when you are going to compare it, it's better for you to keep it in mixed number like this, because this one is also mixed number. Okay, so I'm going to rub this off. I replace it. This is negative 1, 2 over 8. Okay, now you are going to compare these 4 fractions. 1, 2, 3, this 4. 3, 4. First one is negative 6 over 8. Second, negative 1, 2 over 8. The third is negative 1, 5 over 8. And the last is negative 3 over 8. Can you tell me which one is the smallest one? Smallest one. Muhammad Haris Aldan. Are you there? Muhammad Haris Aldan.
Yes.
Okay, Muhammad Haris, can you tell me which one is the smallest fraction here? Do you know how to compare? Do you know how to compare, Muhammad Haris? Still thinking, huh?
The last one I mentioned is
Can or not? Can or not, Haris? Yeah, Haris? Okay. I didn't hear any answer for you. I assume you're still thinking. So it's okay. You listen to me on how to solve it. If we go back to what you have learned earlier, the number line, not this one, the number line. Actually, if you compare this part on the left, the bigger the number when it's on the left, actually it represents the smallest fraction. So if I go back to the question that we have just now, in between these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one is the biggest number? The biggest is 1, 5 over 8, right? Therefore, it is the smallest number here. Okay, because if you draw the number line, I need to draw a lot of number line over here, a very long one. So you see the fraction, everything is in 8. Okay, for example, I start with 0 here. This is negative 1 over 8. This is negative 2 over 8. Negative 3 over 8. 4 over 8. 5 over 8. 6 over 8. Negative 8 over 8, which is also negative 1. This is negative 1, 1 over 8. Negative 1, 2 over 8. Negative 1, 3 over 8. Negative 1, 4 over 8. Negative 1, 5 over 8. This is the one. Negative 1, 5 over 8. This one. Okay. So when we want to fill in everything, you can fill everything on the number line. For example, this one, negative 1, 2 over 8 is here. Because this is negative 1, 1 over 8, negative 1, 2 over 8 is here. So we already done this. It's also actually equal to the questioner, negative 1, 1 over 4. Okay, and then negative 6 over 8 is to the right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is, sorry, we have negative, not this one. Negative 6 over 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is negative 6 over 8. Okay, so I'm going to circle the one that we have done later on. And then we have last one, negative 3 over 8 is here. Negative 3 over 8. Okay, I wrap it off again. So we have done the negative 3 over 4, this one. Negative 3 over 4 is equal to negative 6 over 8. This one. Okay, but then we have to replace it. So you replace negative 6 over 8 becomes negative 3 over 4. And then we have 1, 5 over 8. This one. We have negative 3 over 8. This one. And then we have negative 1, 1 over 4, which is equal to negative 1, 2 over 8. This one. Okay, so according to the number line that we have drawn, we already can state it in ascending order, whereby negative 1, 5 over 8 come first, followed by negative 1, 1 over 4. Okay, and then the rest we need to see. For example, I change the color now. This is 1 over 8. 1 over 8 is to the right, is here. And then we have 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is equal to 4 over 8. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 over 8. Okay, we have everything already. So after negative 1, 1 over 4, it will be negative 3 over 4, followed by negative 3 over 8, followed by
1 over 8.
yes, followed by 4
1
over.
over 2. 4 over 2.
But then, remember, there is one thing that we miss out because 1 over 2 is not in the answer. So we cannot write 8 or 4 over 8 like this. We must change it back to the question, just like the given question, because what is given in the question is 1 over 2. We cannot change the number. Okay, the 4 over 8 is just as a guideline for you to find out where is the location of the fraction. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fractions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fraction. Then it's already solved. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay, now you listen to me. Since our screening time is from 11:30 to 1:30, I will make it very long for you. Right now, I want you to do one of the tutorial lessons. So you go back to your GC here later. Okay, if you look at your GC, I've already posted this, which is positive and negative fraction. Okay, in this part, I gave you two homework. One is homework like this. Another one is combined basic arithmetic operation. We are going back to this later on how to solve this. So right now, I give you about 10 to 15 minutes time. I want you to solve this homework. You go back to your GC, open it up, and then solve it right now. Okay, since I have 43 of you right now, so I want to have 43 responses. Okay, we are coming back to our lesson at 12:20. 12:20 with your answer done later on. And if you have any question, do let me know by then. Do you understand, class?
Yes.
Yeah, over 5 minus 5 over 6. So we must solve the one in bracket first. The rest you copy down, which means this will be 1, 2 over 3 times. Okay, 2 over 5 minus 5 over 6. We cannot minus unless we change to the same denominator. Okay, so the denominator that we can change is 5 times 6, 30, right? You can use 30 for both of it. So when you multiply by 6 here, you also multiply by 6. 2 times 6, 12. Okay, for this one, 6 times 5, 30. 5 times 5, 25. Then the operation that we have is minus. Okay, after that, remember the mixed number also we need to change to improper fraction. So 1 times 3, 3, plus 2, 5. So this one represent 5 over 3. Multiply by 12 minus 25. Okay, this one falls on different sign that you have learned. 12 minus 25 is negative 13. So I'm going to write down negative 13 here over 30. Then we can simplify this. How to simplify? You are going to simplify the numerator with the denominator. Okay, this part, 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 6, 30. We cannot simplify 3 and 13, so we can proceed to the answer now. 1 times negative 13, negative 13. 3 times 6, 3, 6, 18. Okay, so your answer you can either write like this or the negative sign in the middle. Bear in mind, you cannot write the negative sign at the bottom with the denominator like this. This is not correct. Okay, the negative sign only can be on top like this and in the middle like this. Okay, any question regarding this part A?
No.
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 Now
No.
we continue with the second question here, B. Okay, B we have 5 over 8 plus 1 over 3 divided by negative 5 over 6. So the operation that we have is a plus or addition and divide and a bracket. But then bracket, there's nothing else. So we are going to solve the division first, this part. Okay, 5 over 8, you copy down. Plus, also copy down. Change 1 over 3 becomes improper fraction. So 3 times 1, 3, plus 1, it is 4 over 3. Change the division to multiplication. Always, remember, you cannot solve it if you don't change your multiplication. So when you change, it will be the
6 over
reciprocal.
5.
Yes, great. 6 over 5 is the reciprocal. Okay, so now is the multiplication. We need to solve the multiplication part first. Okay, the rest, same thing, you still copy down. Last. Now, to multiply it, we can simplify. You can see the denominator 3 with the 6. 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. But then we cannot change the 4 and 5. So we proceed to the answer. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. This part. 1 times 5, 5. Okay. Then you can see the sign here. Positive times negative. If we have bracket means times, so I'm going to continue 5 over 8. Positive times negative, negative 8 over 5. Okay, now over here, because the denominator is different, so you have to find the highest common factor, okay, which will be 8 times 5, 40, right? Everything you change to 40. Minus is the same, 40. Okay, 8 times 5, 40, 5, 5, 25. Here, 5 times 8, 40, 8, 8, 64. Therefore, after you minus the 40, it remains the same. 40 here, and then 25 minus 64, you will get, if you have a calculator with you, let me show it to you. If you can't calculate, then you just use your calculator, no choice. So just now was 25 minus 64 equal negative 39. Okay, so this is negative 39. Okay, we've got the answer already. Any question here? 1, 2, 3.
No.
Wow, you are very good. Everybody understand?
Yes.
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 Yes. Now I continue with the last one, which is the problem solving. We only have one example left. So if you look at the problem solving that we have here on page 17, this one. We will go through on how to solve the question here. A mathematics quiz contains 20 questions. Okay, you can imagine, like just now we have about 12 questions, right? Now this mathematics quiz, we have 20 questions. A score of 2 marks is awarded for every correct answer, meaning that if you get correct, then you will have 2 marks each. Okay. And a score of negative 1 over 2 mark is given for every incorrect answer. So if you got it wrong, incorrect, then you will have negative 1 over 2 mark for each of it. Okay. Mei Ling participated in the quiz and answered all the questions. She answered all the 20 questions. Her score for incorrect answer was negative 4. she get -4 mark for her score, meaning that we have to look for the incorrect question, how many marks she get. What was the total score Mei-Ling obtained in the quiz? So before you find her total score here, you need to get the number of questions that she got it wrong. Okay? So to get the number of incorrect answer, let me show it to you. Here. Actually, the answer already given to you. But I don't want to show you there. I'm going to show you on the right. Okay. Number of incorrect questions. To get the number of incorrect questions, you are going to use -4 divided by the number of mark that is deducted for each question. So you are going to divide by -1/2. And then we are going to solve it here. So -4 times -2/1. You will get a negative times negative, positive. 4 times 2, 8. Meaning that she got 8 questions which are wrong. So if she answered 20 questions, she get 8 wrong questions, meaning that she have 12 questions she got it right. Right? Therefore, her total score, this one you don't show, I just let you know only whereby she get 12 correct. Okay, her total score will be the 12 questions you multiply by 2 marks because she get 2 marks each. You multiply by 2, but then you have to minus the total.
24.
Yep, correct. But then you have to minus the 4 marks that she got it wrong because marks is deducted for the wrong question. In your school, mark is not deducted for the wrong question, right? It depends on the number of questions you got it right. For example, you get 20 questions right, you get 100 marks. If you got 5 right, you get 50. But then the other 5 marks were not deducted. So over here, mark is deducted for the incorrect question. Therefore, you have to minus 4 at the back. Okay, so 12 times 2 is 24. Minus 4 again, the total mark
20.
20. Yes. You understand that, class?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Lastly, you just need to answer the question next time, just like what you did in your primary school. After you have solved all the question, you got the 20 like this. You re-answer again bahagian jawapan. The total score Mei-Ling obtained in the quiz is 20 marks. You answer it that way. Clear?
Clear.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is almost the end of our lesson. Okay, I want you to do this later on as your exercise. In your GC later on, some of you already saw that there is a combined basic arithmetic operation, this one. Okay, when we end this lesson, I just want you to solve the combined operation. There are only 3 questions. Okay, for these 3 questions, after you have done it, you capture the mark only. Okay, for example, the mark is going to be shown on top over here with red color. You enlarge and you capture the mark. After that, you paste it in the Google Class for me and mark as done. Just like before. You clear what I mean?
Okay. Clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday, right? Our class.
Yes.
Yeah, and then don't forget to take the attendance for today. If you look at the list, I posted the attendance for today, which is the 22nd here. Make sure everybody which attend the class today, take your attendance. Okay? So I'll see you on
Okay.
Thank you, class.
Okay,
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. Teacher, bye.